Is it just me, or is Pariston one manipulative motherfucker? Like, with this episode, his words are weapons, and he's so sly about it. He's one of those people that he'll tell you you're a fucking worthless piece of shit, fuck you. But the way he'll say it, other people will think, oh, he's such a nice guy. It's like, he is a fucking sly motherfucker. So for the most part, very simple episode of Hunter x Hunter this week. Very political, kind of just people trying to sway the votes for the entirety of the episode. We did get a little bit more of the Kitawa situation with him and Nanika, or Luca, whatever you want to call her, arriving at the scene where Gon is at. So we got progression in that aspect, and that's a good thing. At least, you know, we got some progression there. But the election was mainly focused on with this week's episode, and it was kind of like people trying to go back and forth. And if you look at it, it was a battle episode to a certain degree, but mainly with words and politics. And I'm not the biggest fan of politics, I'll be honest with you, but the thing that makes this a little bit more interesting than the average politics of like fucking watching, I don't know, Obama or some shit, is that Pariston is such a lethal motherfucker, and he's so sly about it that he's trying to sway the votes in the most way that you would never catch him that he's a dick about it. Like, you would never catch the way he's doing it, like, oh, you know, he's an asshole. So to the average viewer, they're just like, oh, you know, he's a nice guy. It's like, yeah. And I think the best bits of this episode was definitely with Leorio kind of showing that he's just an average Joe. Like, when you go to an election or whatever, you always got that one guy is like, at the end of the day, you could relate to him the most. Out of all the candidates, he's the most relatable. He's like, you know what? If I win, I'm going to use my powers to do good for my friend. That's really my main focus right now. That's my main objective. I wasn't there for him when he was going through hard times, and I want to make up to him with winning this election and getting some help for him. So definitely, as far as everyone that's left or whatever, he's the most relatable. And it's kind of interesting, if you look at it, how fucking lethal is Pariston when three people, Leorio, Cheadle, and Mizai, or Miltank, I'm going to call him, three of them are kind of trying to make Leorio win, and he still fucking got them against the ropes and still trying to win this thing, but he doesn't necessarily want to win, which kind of makes you wonder just what type of person this guy is. It's like, he doesn't really give a fuck about winning, but he doesn't want to lose neither, so it's kind of like he's doing it just for the fuck of it. It's like, you know, I'm bored right now, let me try and win this election, but if I lose, I don't really want that, so I might give it a shot. I don't fucking know. A little bit loco there, but as a whole, very simple episode, and it was just kind of progressing a little bit more towards the climax of the election bits of the episode. Again, a little bit more progression with Kitawa getting to the scene with Gon, so I'd imagine it won't be that much longer until he tries to get Nanika to revive Gon. Ultimately, decent episode, fine episode. I'm gonna give this one 6 out of 10. It was fine for what it was trying to do, basically, you know, move the election along, and we got a little bit of progression in that aspect with them giving their final speeches, although it was interesting to see, like, a lot of these characters, there's so much depth to them, and even in, again, like, to be honest with you, when I find politics to be kind of boring, but they're making it interesting with the way these guys are doing things because there's so much depth to them. It kind of makes you wonder, what is Pariston's goal? What is he really trying to do? Same thing with Jing. What is Jing trying to do? Why is it that he seemingly is trying to help people, but at the same time, it's like, does he have a beef against Pariston? Is Pariston evil? It definitely raises a lot of questions with these characters, and ultimately how deep they are. It's kind of like, what is their motives? It always keeps you wondering, what are they trying to do? And overall, that's what this episode was really trying to drive home. So not the greatest episode or anything, but it was definitely progressing towards the climax. And I'd imagine, again, if 148 is the end, we don't have that much to trudge through with this election part, because I know some people are probably going to find this a little bit boring. I mean, this is probably the most interesting you're ever going to see politics in general for the most part, when you're having debates and shit. So there's that. And yeah, fine episode, 6 out of 10 again. Art looked beautiful. Animation, there wasn't really any movement, so yeah, it was just like seeing people sitting down and shit. But let me know what you thought of the episode. Were you bored as shit because of the politics? Did you enjoy it? What do you think about Pariston? What is his ultimate goals? Likewise with Jing. And how do you feel about, like, Leorio's there pouring his heart out about his friend that's dying in the hospital, and Jing is passing the fuck out as, like, shit father of the year. Just overall thoughts of the episode. Very simple one again. Not too much happening, but at the same time, progressing things slightly. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.